ready to cook.
To another Ready Steady Cook. Our chefs today are the gorgeous and the glamorous Ainsley, Harriott and Tony Tobin.
How's it going, Tom? Nice to see you, mate.
Very nice to see you. You still haven't really given us one of your Ainsley impressions yet, have you?
Maybe later.
I hope so. As things warm up a bit, you better work on your Tony impersonation.
Oh, God. That'd be interesting, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Think about it later as a bit of retaliation,
yes.
yes.
I think so, Fern. Yeah, definitely.
Got a couple of lovely contestants for you today.
As always.
Shall we meet the first person who's going to play today's Ready Steady Cook? Hello, Claire. Nice to see you. Tony. Hello. Hello. Claire Sheehan. Originally from Oxford, but you're at university at the moment. Where are you?
In Newcastle.
What are you doing?
English and history.
All right.
Interesting.
Is this a student budget bag?
It is.
Open it up. Let's have a look. Yeah.
Don't you just hate those student budget bags?
We do. Well, it's supposed to be full of nutrition and...
Well, it's just very...
Oh.
There's a bargain here, which is these fresh chicken pieces.
Yes.
And they were just £2, which I thought was very
pretty good.
bargainous.
Yes.
And I love cheese, so I got this blue cheese here. But I always just eat it plain on crackers, so I thought if I had it on...
Did you not bring the crackers?
No. I thought we could cook it.
You could make those. You could make some crackers in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice mushrooms.
Mushrooms, and well, this is the sort of thing we always have, but I don't do anything very exciting with the
Do
mushrooms.
they go shriveled up in the bottom of the fridge?
Yeah, they do.
I know.
Where's all the tin cans?
Well, there's
one. Raspberries.
Yeah, raspberries. I love fruit, but I love summer fruit, but it's a bit early, so tin raspberries.
Well, I can
Thanks.
see where that fits in with things.
Yeah, of course.
And how much did that cost you?
£4.78.
Not bad. No alcohol. Usually students bring a little bottle of something alcoholic too.
Done enough of that.
Oh, good. All right then.
None of that today.
While you're thinking, let's meet the next person who's going to play today's Ready, Steady, Cook. Hello, Camilla. Good to see you. Now, Ainsley. Hi.
How are you doing?
This is Camilla
Welcome.
Jackson from Wiltshire.
Hello,
And
Camilla.
you are also a student at Newcastle University.
Yes.
So you two are mates, are you?
Well, we're actually housemates.
Ooh, dodgy, Fern, dodgy.
So there's a great deal of competition today between us.
I should say, do you cook up things together?
Well, I'm a far better cook than Claire, so she doesn't. I don't really like to cook with her.
Ooh, we're starting something
But
straight
sometimes
away.
I cook nice things for her, you see, and
Do
she's
you?
very grateful, of course.
I'm sure she is. So what have you brought then?
Well, mine is a real student bargain.
Okay, lovely. Oh, look at that.
lovely.
How interesting there. Beautiful.
Right.
Beautiful, he says.
Yes.
Packet of biscuits and a tin of custard. Ooh.
Right. Well, firstly, I had to bring chocolate, obviously.
Yes.
Blatantly, it's my favourite
Well, you're
food.
a woman. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now, pears, I think, go very nicely with chocolate. They have a real deep affinity with chocolate. Hobnobs, I think every student has a pack of hobnobs in their cupboard
Oh, yes.
because they're just the nicest biscuits ever. And custard is my comfort food. Whenever I feel really depressed, you just open a tin of custard and eat it cold from the tin. So I thought I'd bring that along as well.
Good. And how much did that cost you?
£2.54.
Could have spent £4, love. We could have had something decent. Hobnobs, custard and pears. What's your game?
Or at least a bottle of booze for the £2.50.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, there you are. That's a challenge for you, Ainsley. Get some
Is it?
inspiration from the fridge in the cupboard if you like.
Thank you very much indeed,
But,
Fern.
Tony, what are you going to make for Claire?
Well, we've got rather a lot of chicken here, so I think I'm going to do two dishes. Two chicken dishes. If we get time, I'll start off doing two dishes and we'll see what we come up with. But I'm going to stuff one underneath the skin with some of the blue cheese and some chives and just sort of push that under the skin, get that roasting off. And I'll probably serve that with some mushrooms and some leeks and some sort of kind of sauce. And then the other one, I might sort of barbecue, a bit of honey, some spices in there, a little bit of the juice from the raspberries, just to give it that fruitiness, and we'll make a raspberry dressing to go with that.
Yes.
And then some of the raspberries I'm going to attempt to make, if I get time again, some sort of raspberry brulee. but using fresh yoghurt
Ooh.
instead of like a custard. And the potatoes will sort of fit in there somewhere, maybe in a salad or something.
Sound all right?
All in
Lovely.
20 minutes.
There's a lot of things to do in 20 minutes, Mr. Tobin.
Busy,
Are you right?
busy.
You're whispering already.
Yes,
What are you going to do?
Well, Fern, what I've decided to do
Yes.
is crush down those lovely crunchy biscuits. That's it. Crush down my biscuits. I'm going to make a little bit of a base, a chocolate biscuity base, and I'm going to have some orange coming
Those
up
aren't
there.
chocolate biscuits, though.
No,
Oh,
they're
you're
not.
going to
I'm-
add the
melt
chocolate.
the chocolate.
I see.
Melt the chocolate down. Not only that, but that binds it together, that holds it together. So we're going to try and chill that as quickly as possible. We're going to poach off our pears, so we're going to have a nice sort of a caramelly pears with a bit of cinnamon sort of going through it. I'm not going to waste the orange zest. All of that's going to go in there to give it a lot of flavour with the pears. Then we're
Yes.
going to make up a little bit of a little trifle. So again, crushed biscuits using that. Perhaps my good friend Tony, who I absolutely adore, will give me a few raspberries.
Of course, mate, no worries.
Really? Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah, as
that-
it's you.
There's a couple of green peppers for you there already, I know that. And then, so make up a little bit of a trifle. So it's an under trois dessert, but it's very much whether when we get the time. We're going to have a go at it, aren't we, Camilla?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right, guys. When I say the words, you know you have only 20 minutes. Are you ready? Steady. Cook! So each of you are going to try and do 3 different dishes, eh?
Yeah. Well, he heard that I was doing 3, so he thought he'd have to do 3.
Yes, yes. So hang on a minute. You said... You're right. This chicken is a bargain, Claire. £2 and 9p. It says 4 minimum thighs, but you've got 1, 2... There's 5 at least, I think. Very good. Your mum will be pleased to know that you're getting some nutrition.
You're right.
Absolutely. All nutrition on this side.
So what are you going to do with this blue cheese? Oh, you've got to give Claire a job too, look.
Yeah, sorry, Claire. You could open the packets of those, open that tin, because I don't know how to do that, and slice the mushes.
Just into thin slices? Or... Right, she'll be on the case.
So this has
What are
got a
you gonna do with
skin.
this?
I didn't realise this would have a skin. It's all full of surprises, isn't it? I'm just going to mash it
Chefs ever
down a
have
little
these
bit.
mini cheeses then?
Never.
Not at home, not for the boys.
No.
Children don't eat these.
No, just cheddar. My boys will only eat cheddar.
Oh, yes. Mine won't eat any cheese at all.
Oh, well, there you go.
1 minute has gone
Okay,
already.
I'm just sort of softening it a little bit.
Yes.
And I'm going to add some chives. Let's use this big one, because we haven't seen this big
Good
one
Lord.
before, have we?
And this is the stuffing to go under the chicken skin, is
Yeah.
it?
When you're cutting chives, incidentally, you should always try and use a very, very sharp knife, or some people use scissors,
Yes.
and snip them, because if your knife isn't sharp, it actually crushes them, and they smell like onions. Whereas, if you use a sharp knife, they smell like chives. They get that horrible
Actually,
oniony
you're quite
flavour.
right. You can still smell the green in
Yeah.
it, if that doesn't sound
See,
silly.
it's all-
You're quite right.
It's all knowledge on this side.
Mm.
So, mixing that through, a little bit of salt in there, probably not too much, it doesn't need it, and some pepper. Quite a bit of
Yes.
pepper. And what I'm going to do, Fern, I'm going to push that underneath the skin of a couple of those chickens.
Shall we just have a look? Are you going to bother to bone those chicks?
Oh, hopefully there's no bones in it.
We have.
Have they?
2 minutes gone.
Oh, yeah, look. Okay,
the
what I'm going
flagons.
to... No, I'm not going to bother to bone them.
All right, will it
actually,
cook in time?
Just to make a change, yeah.
There's enough.
I'm going to start it off now. And we'll just
it in
push
there.
that underneath
Yeah?
and flatten that down.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I suppose you could do that with a bit of herby butter or garlicky
yeah,
butter
oh,
or
lovely,
anything,
it'll
couldn't you?
melt
Stick
all
it
over
under
it.
there.
But hopefully this cheese won't melt too much. It'll stay underneath the skin.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get that going straight away
Mm-hmm.
in the pan. I've got my pan on to heat. Just a little bit of olive oil.
Skin side
Excuse
down?
me. Skin side down first.
Yep. And off you go.
And off we go.
All right, I'll come back.
Okay.
How are we doing in the pudding department?
How are you doing, Fern?
Have you opened the tin?
Yeah,
Just open the tin and
Peel the pears?
Right, peel pears. Now, what we're going to do, Fern, is with the pears, I'll show you what to do, then you can continue this. Just opened up the custard there. What we're going to do here now is actually cut...
You've had 3 minutes.
Yeah, cut our pears down the middle here. So we want to try and keep some of the character in the pears there. And then get your knife and just crisscross it like this. So when they are poached and they come out, it gives them a lovely look. You get that sort of diamond-y shape. Not quite going all the way through there. Do you see what I mean?
I know, yes.
And you can actually, you could call your pears there, a bit of
Going
rootiness
down
there.
a little
I don't
centimetre or
mind. Yeah,
something.
just a little bit in there like that. Just again, nice sharp knives required. You could, as I say, core it from the very beginning there just using that, just to
Yeah.
sort of pull that out there like that. And they'll be beautiful. Have a go at that.
Are you
Now, these
going to
are
lose
gonna
the
be a little
stalks then?
bit, going to be a little bit wobbly. Not necessarily, Fern.
want
If you
to try
wanted
and
to,
keep them, 'cause they're quite good, aren't
they look really nice at the one end, don't they? So we're just easing that in there, nice and slowly. Just ease that out. Don't worry too much about the pips. Nothing like a bit of roughage, is there, Fern? Eh?
Now you're going to poach them in what to give them
Right.
that colour in the crisscross?
Right, what I've got in here so far is some brown sugar. Muscovado would have probably been nice. Brown sugar and white wine and a little bit of cinnamon. And I'm
smell
also going to put just a touch of butter. Let's get a bit of butter out the fridge for me, please, Camilla.
Did you use just ordinary Demerara sugar?
Demerara sugar.
What, the Muscovado is what? Darker and finer?
Richer.
And,
yeah, it's much more. It's not been so processed. It's much an earlier stage of raw natural sugar.
Yeah.
And it's lovely.
Yeah.
So then when we get that done, we can just literally drop the pears in there. But we'll do that all at the same time.
So what
reduce
is
that
that?
heat.
With cinnamon, water, Demerara.
And a little bit of butter's going in there now.
Yes.
Camilla, just sort of cut a bit off there like that for me. Just a little bit there, my darling. Pop that in there.
Okay.
Plus our biscuits just going to be crushed.
Chocolate melting.
This is nice, isn't it, eh?
Do you remember doing this when you were little?
Huh?
Did you do that when you were little?
I remember I did it with my mum doing it when we used to drive her up the wall and kick the ball against the window or something like that. You young children!
That's lovely.
That was a bit
But did you do cooking at school?
No,
you
well,
were
it wasn't. It wasn't. No, it wasn't part of the
Not for you
curriculum
boys
at school.
at that time?
No, not really. But I think I was. My mum used to do quite a lot of
Yeah.
sort of cooking, and it was really interesting how some of my friends used to come home, and they were fascinated because we used to do a lot of entertainment and stuff like that because my father's in show business all the time. You know, people were coming, so you know, you like to impress, don't you? We all like to be a bit hospitable.
Everyone's
So she'd
showing
make.
off.
Oh yes,
Oh.
making little bits and pieces, and I'm walking around
Well,
about
your
this
dad
time.
Chester playing at the piano,
Yeah,
singing
yes.
a song.
And the yellow bird, and his son walking around off it. Canapes.
Where do you get it from, you see? Okay, so the orange zest's going to go into the
I'm going to put
biscuit base?
a little bit of that into there. I'm also going to put some in. I'm going to use all of this. I'm going to put some into that lovely oily smell that you get from
Yes,
it. It's so rich, and really you don't want to go deeper than that into the orange. You know, we keep mentioning.
get that white pith
Yeah, you
and
don't want to
it's
get the
bitter.
white pith. Very, very bitter. All of the lovely flavours in there. We'll put some of that in there too. That's it. And look at that. Look, she's
Camilla's
picked it
under
up.
control,
Camilla's
yeah.
very and quite quick too. I'll give you a job in the kitchen. I
thank
will.
you.
I will. That's okay. And then of course all we're going to do here is to you know, literally what we've always done, making
it off.
sure, peel it off, but following the white line. You know, we always say this, look at that white line around the edge there. If your knife connects with that, then you won't have the problem. People end up with them a bit square. Make sure the knife's always following that white
so you
line
get the
around.
circle.
And you get that lovely circular motion.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to just slice those and stack those on top of our base. That's
Sounds very good. Shall I come back?
I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, now then, we've got the chicken, you browned the skin in the
Browned the
pan,
skin and it's gone
you
into
popped
the
it in the oven, and that's 220 in there.
Yeah, and that one's the one on the bone, so that's gone in earlier.
Cool. Did you do it in that griddle pan?
No,
you
I
did it in
a
an
normal
ordinary
pan.
frying pan.
The griddle pan I'm going to use for the other chicken.
Oh
First, let
yes,
me
that's
just
right.
get rid of these.
Okay, so that's the new potatoes going in,
I'm slicing them so they cook a bit quicker, and I'm going to make a
Right.
bit of a salad out of those.
And that's a salad, did you say?
Yeah, like a potato salad, warm potato salad.
Oh, lovely. I like potato salad.
And then these ones, just because we're using mushrooms, we're going to make them look like mushrooms. And what you do is you sort of, with a small knife,
Oh yeah. Is it worth it?
you just cut it. Well, you tell me.
Okay,
Cut it off there,
13 minutes left.
and then you just so you're sort of half.
Look at that, little potato mushrooms. Ah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Do you like that?
Yes, I do. Do you think Claire should have a go at that?
Hey, yeah, I think she should actually. Off you
Yeah.
go.
Did you?
Were you
did
watching?
you gather that?
Just about.
Yes.
You may.
Yes, he went round.
Ainsley's after his raspberries.
All the way around.
That's it.
Raspberries to you, son.
Yeah, I'll give it to
Hey.
you, mate. I'll
Go
sort
all
you
the way
right
through,
out.
That's it. And then,
Thanks a lot,
that's
Tone.
it,
No
and
worries,
then
mate.
you go. Yeah. Yeah, and just sort of carve it. All right. Careful these sharp knives, I know.
Now, with the other pieces of chicken, Fern, I took the bone out because these ones obviously don't have as long as these. And I'll put some honey, some grain mustard, some Worcester sauce,
Let's see them lined
some
up so you
ketchup.
can. Yeah.
and a bit of chilli powder and
Yeah.
some garlic in there. I've just let
Yeah.
that marinate for a little while. I've left the skin on, and I'm just going to stick that in
12
there,
minutes left.
and that's going to sort of barbecue up.
Right, okay, so chicken in there, potatoes on there, raspberries you've mushed up. Oh, he wants a few of those.
He's had some.
You've done that, good.
I haven't mushed them up. They've just sort of mushed up.
Oh,
But we'll sort something out.
but you took the juice off in that
Yeah.
separate bowl. How are we doing now? Yeah. Mind your fingers. Yes. Oh, yes.
Perfect. Look
Now,
at
that's
that.
not bad, is it?
Hey, I've never seen a mushroom look like that.
Throw him in. That's good.
Right,
Okay,
bit of
so but
sugar.
you have admitted you're not a brilliant cook, are
I'm
you?
not a brilliant cook by any means.
What do you cook for yourself then?
Jacket potatoes, mainly.
You lived in Africa for 8 years.
That's right, yeah.
How old were you?
From when I was 5 till 13.
Gosh, you remember it then?
Yeah, I really
How
want to
old
go
are you
back.
now?
I'm 21. 22, actually.
22, actually.
Grown up. It won't be long before you're saying, no, actually, I'm 21. Cooking boring, yes. Ambition. Oh, this is a good ambition, yes.
To be a journalist in Zimbabwe.
Why?
Because I really want to go back there, and I love writing. I'd love to be a journalist, but I'd especially love to be a journalist overseas.
What sort of journalism do you want to do?
Not political. Sort of, I start off with reporting and then...
Like a
but
diarist,
on a newspaper.
I know. Yes, of course. Very good. Not television.
No.
No, it's not for you. Now, what's gone into the mushrooms and the leeks?
Mushrooms and leeks, at the moment, just a little bit of olive oil.
Yep.
And we're just going to sweat those down. Well,
Yep.
it's actually not sweating, it's frying, but we're going to cook those down.
Yeah.
And I'm going to finish that with some cream.
And that's just sugar in there.
I'm going to caramelise that, and that's going to become our topping
Yeah.
for our raspberry brulee.
Oh, yes. Oh,
right,
yes.
Which is here.
Okay.
And that's natural yoghurt, fresh raspberries. I'm going to put some icing sugar in there,
Yeah.
just to sweeten it a little bit.
Lovely.
And
Wait, but can I just ask you something as well? The difference between... You said these leeks and mushrooms were sweating off, not frying.
Yeah.
What is the difference?
Sweating is when you cook something on the low with
Gentler.
onions, gentler,
Softening.
without colour. So they sweat. They release all their own juices,
Okay.
and they sort of stew in those juices.
Yeah, okay.
Frying is when you brown it
Sizzle
like
it
this.
all up. All right,
And it's
well,
a lot
never mind.
Caramelised, isn't it? We call it.
So icing sugar in with the yoghurt and the...
And the raspberries.
Right, I'll come back.
Okay, thank you.
How is it? Ooh, this sounds good over
Okay.
here.
How are you,
You've
Fern?
done one already.
Yeah, piling up. Not quite finished there yet, Fern.
All right.
We've got some raspberries that I borrowed from him. You see, I'm trying to get some interesting layers here.
So there's a layer of the
building now.
biscuits.
Yeah.
Were they the plain biscuits or do they have butter in them?
Plain biscuits, absolutely
Right,
plain.
plain
So
biscuits
for
and
students, you
raspberries.
want something which is quite fun and quick and easy to do, you
Yeah.
know? And quite healthy too. You can see the fresh fruit going in there, so their parents don't need to worry. So, oh, you should ask that Ainsley. He'll keep you lovely and healthy. There you
Got a bit of
go.
orange in there, that'll
Bit
be
of orange,
fine.
just following that around
So
there.
it's biscuit, raspberries, custard,
Yeah,
biscuits, orange.
that's it. A little bit of custard, more custard's going in the middle. Then we're going to put some whipped cream on top, aren't we?
Now, what about the chocolate? What's missing here?
little bit of orange
I
in
can
that
see
biscuit,
the pears are sizzling away in the
That's it.
sugar, water, butter,
Yeah, and let me show you
cinnamon,
the effect that I was
orange
talking about.
zest.
Look at this, Fern. That's it. If I get that up there, you can see
Ah,
already. See that?
yes.
That crisscross, that will open up. And the more that reduces down, the more caramelisation
Yep.
you'll get. And of
Lovely.
course, you'll get that lovely, real goldeny effect there with your pears. With
Only
your
if you put
flecks of
them
orange.
crisscross down, of
Yeah,
course.
crisscross it down, give it that
Yeah.
lovely effect.
Now, what happened to the chocolate?
The chocolate's gone into our base, which is in
Yes.
the freezer here. Okay. So
Yeah.
we've just got a very simple there, a little bit mucky, and then all the crushed biscuits going. That's going to set solid, and we're going to pile up the orange with the cream on that.
Okay, so you fitted that in that mould, obviously.
Sorry?
You popped that in that little mould and pushed it through.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Just give me that a little bit of direction.
Yes. What else is going on? You're whipping up some double cream.
Yeah.
Where's that going to go? Do you know?
It's going to go on top of the trifle, on top of some of that.
Oh, right, okay.
She's a great fainter, our Camilla, you know.
Painter?
Yeah.
You're not going to pass out just now.
Well, she's
No.
got a couple of doctors in the family, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right. My mum and my cousin, and I went out to dinner with them both. And they sat there, and we were at this nice pizza place, and I was having spaghetti bolognese, and it was really lovely. And it was very hot in the restaurant, and they decided to start talking about operations and things. So they were, and then before I knew it, I was just woo, and I just fainted
Heels over
straight
into
into
spag
my
bowl.
spaghetti bolognese. Brilliant. Just really
Brilliant.
embarrassing.
That's it. Help the beating notion. When you're going to do it, a little bit of style, just shake like that.
Okay.
Can you do that? Go on then. Have a little bit.
That's it, that's it.
She's doing well. She wants to live in the Caribbean, you know, Fern.
Do you?
Yeah. She's got this thing.
Whereabouts?
Well, anyway, I'm not really bothered as long as there's lots of sun and lots of cheap
Yeah,
rum.
what's she going to do there?
Anything, I'm not bothered.
Sun and cheap rum, eh, Fern? No mention of the old black man, though, is there, eh?
You behave yourself.
I can't help that, Fern.
Oh, you are awful.
Let him do an impression of me doing that, then.
So he's racing off his feet a bit.
I know.
So what went in there? A bit of the raspberries with...
No, absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Fern. Again, I mean, if we were talking about doing it for a nice dinner party or something like that at home, then look at them really gunning now. Look at that caramelisation there.
Oh, yum, yum,
But that's
yum.
what we're talking about. Look, you see that? a lovely sort of glaze on top of there like that. That's what we're talking about.
And the
Let
butter's
them
helping
cool
that,
a little
isn't it?
bit. That's right. There you go. Perhaps just a little bit of a orange juice in there, but just relax that a little bit. There you go. And you pop that back in there.
Yum, yum.
Perhaps a touch. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll squeeze a little bit of
White wine?
white wine in there, just to kind of bring it back to some form of normality. Notice the shake there, Camilla. Eh? That's okay. Just let that relax down a bit now.
And in the
right?
chocolate, I saw you put a bit of golden
a bit
syrup.
of golden syrup in there because I want to drizzle that over the plate eventually.
Oh,
you
so
know,
just to
give
keep it a bit liquid and glossy.
Just keep that very, very loose.
I'm in your way, sorry.
No, not at all. Not
Custard?
at all. I don't mind. How long to go, Fernie?
We have got 4 minutes left.
4 minutes, right? Okay.
Right.
Now that's it. Now I want you to just stuff some of the cream on top. Get a spoon. Okay.
Sorry, Camilla. I'll
Stack
come
some
back.
of that on top. Okay, Fernie.
Okay.
There you go. Stack some of that. Really.
Right, how are we doing here?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Chicken's still in the oven, potatoes still boiling away. That was the leeks and the mushrooms you were
Yeah,
sweating.
a little bit of
Added
white
cream.
wine.
Oh,
Cream.
cream and white wine.
Salt and
Pepper's mill is
Oh,
on the floor, of course. Where else would it be, Claire? Yes. And in here's raspberries with chives.
chives, a little
And-
bit of white wine vinegar.
White wine vinegar.
Okay, and then some olive oil, and that's all I'm going to do
the
to that. That's
dressing.
going to be our dressing.
Right.
Okay, but I'm going to finish the dressing off with a little bit of balsamic syrup.
Oh, what
Okay,
was that then?
caramelise the sugar. Okay.
Yes, we
and
saw
then
the sugar melting, yeah.
being caramelised, and then balsamic vinegar, and then I've just reduced it back down so it's sort of syrupy, and we'll just drizzle that across, and that'll give it hopefully a little added
Onto
sweetness
that
for the
sauce.
raspberries.
Okay, 3 minutes left. Here's the potato salad.
Yep, and that's got the potatoes and the leeks as they were started off.
Yes, a few
in
leeks
there.
and mushrooms.
And mushrooms, and then just a
Couple
few
of
raspberries
raspberries
in there for colour,
and
some
chives.
chives, salt and pepper, and then.
And this is the dressing for that?
no, this
No?
is the dressing for the barbecue chicken.
Oh,
This
and the
one
barbecue chicken's gone in the oven to keep warm.
to finish off cooking.
Finish off cooking.
This, in fact, I might put a little bit of this dressing in here because I
Yes,
think that might
nice,
be quite
wouldn't it?
nice.
Instead of
Just
mayonnaise.
to bind it.
A boring vinaigrette and an
That's
exciting one instead. What mess is this here?
This is a mess, complete mess.
Yeah.
What we do with this
Was that the rest of that caramelised
That's it.
sugar that was going to make the creme brulee? Ah, here we go. This is going to make
It's
the
a
creme
bit
brulee
warm. I'm not sure
topping
whether it's going to,
for the raspberries and the
work.
yoghurt.
but I will have a go.
Okay. Go.
Did you like that?
2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Tony,
Yeah.
just got me nervous.
2 minutes.
Normally,
Bring it over here.
let the sugar cool down, and you make a dust. Okay, that's not a very fine dust.
Yeah.
But never mind. Where's
That'll
that?
do. What you're going to do
that'll
is shake that on the top. It's whizzing around.
I am whizzing around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shake it onto this greaseproof paper
Yes.
to make a thin layer, then pop it in the oven, and the sugar will melt back together, and hopefully form
Ah, so this is a
a
rescue job.
crisp. This is get yourself out the Schweppes.
90 seconds left. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Uh-oh. Right, you've got your knives and forks, you've got your wine out. Well done. Did you want red or white wine? White. White, you've got that sorted out. Good. Chicken in the oven there, and the barbecue one going as well. And there goes the sugar dust into the oven. And we're waiting now for the 1 minute music to come. It'll be here any moment. There's the base come out of the fridge, the oranges on top. And what have you put in there?
This is
Orange juice and...
custard in with the cream, Fern.
Yeah?
So we're just going to custardy sort of sauce.
Oh, right, no oranges, right, that's it. Just the custard
That's
and
it.
the whipped cream, what was left of it, after
That's
you've
it.
piled up your trifle.
Absolutely.
And a bit of grated chocolate on the top and a bit more orange zest. 45 seconds! Those look gorgeous, don't they? Very good. I don't think you want to waste that juice, do you? There's the leeks and the potatoes and the cream and the... Well, the
A
leeks
bit
and
of juice,
mushrooms
bit of
and
juice.
cream.
Yeah.
Pudding. Chicken out of the oven, do you want?
Chicken's coming out of the oven
There
now.
to help.
I'll do it.
30 seconds! Ah! The boy's taking on too much sometimes. Here comes that... Oh, that looks lovely, Ainsley.
Oops.
15 seconds!
Yeah.
10 seconds! 5, 4, 3, 2,
Where's the
1!
orange?
Stop cooking! We'll see if we'll see if Tony's sugar has worked in a minute. But anyway, you know that you've got to vote any minute now. And to help you decide who the winner is, you're going to tell everybody how it tastes, Claire, so tuck into that. Now then, what are you going to call it, Tony?
We're going to call it Nice Thighs, Shame About the Brulee.
And you brought with you those 5 little chicken thighs, new potatoes, a leek, some mushrooms, 3 little blue cheeses and a tin of raspberries. And what did you do?
What we did was we took the first 2 thighs, left the bone in, just pushed that blue cheese underneath the skin, mixed with a bit of salt and pepper and chives.
Cut through,
And we got
Tony,
that
so we can
straight
see it.
across.
Yeah.
And let me just see.
Yeah. Stuck it in the oven.
Stuck it in the oven straight away.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely and crispy skin, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's the old
Oh,
blue
yes,
cheese
lovely.
underneath there. We serve that with just a sauce made from the leeks and the mushrooms, a bit of white wine, salt and pepper and some cream. We made a potato salad with some of the mushrooms and the potatoes and the leeks over here.
And
A
this
warm
is
potato salad underneath with
Chicken on the
a
top.
warm raspberry vinaigrette using the raspberries. The chicken we marinated in some tomato ketchup and Worcester sauce and honey and mustard and sort of barbecued that on the char grill. And then with the rest of the raspberries, we mixed with some icing sugar and some natural yoghurt. And then I made a right mess, but let's just see if I can do it something
I'll get
with
a
this.
spoon
I'm
for
not
the
sure
food.
whether it's... No, it's not going to come off then.
No.
Never mind.
Is it because it
So-
just wasn't enough of it there?
Not enough. It wasn't
Yeah.
fine enough.
Okay.
And we made the
Good way of
brulee, and that was
rescuing
it.
How's that?
Nice thigh showing about the brulee.
It's lovely, really nice.
Very good. So which is your favourite, the raspberry chicken or the...
This one, this is lovely.
Because of the vinaigrette and the sweetness? and
The fruit goes together really well with the potatoes. It's delicious.
Sounds good. Looks jolly good as well. So we'll see how you're going over here. You can tuck into your pudding now, Camilla.
great.
What are you going to call this?
I'm going to call it Camilla's Citrus Triple Trouble.
Citrus what?
Camilla's Citrus Triple
Triple trouble. Camilla, you brought with you the packet of biscuits, a tin of custard, 3 pears, and a packet of very nice proper chocolate, wasn't it? Cooking chocolate.
Yeah,
And
very
what
good.
did you do?
Very nice. Poached my pears off in a kind of a stock syrup. I had a little bit of sugar in there, demerara sugar in there. I put some white wine in there, keeping with the student thing. It's quite boozy, isn't it? Just reducing that down, a little bit of cinnamon in there, and a touch of butter, which gives it that lovely glaze in the end. So it gives it an almost an extra kind of sheen, Fern. Poached those off, marked my pears, scored my pears. You can see little flecks of orange zest in there, just to give it a little bit of character and a little bit of, you know, different types of texture in your mouth, something to play with. In here, the biscuits were crushed, and we've got a few raspberries donated by Chefy Tony over there. Again, a layer of those, some custard, another layer of crushed biscuit, some orange around it, a few raspberries on the top there, then the cream on top, quite over the top on it. Why not? Because they're all so trim, aren't they? Look at that. And beautiful. We've got some little bit of orange zest on there. Over here, the biscuits crushed down with the melted chocolate. So I've crushed that all down to make a nice sort of base. Crushed the biscuit, mixed it with the melted chocolate, and on top, just some sliced oranges, just a little bit of butter in there. Again, yeah, that's an important thing, actually, Fern. And then I've got the base there, sliced oranges on top, very simple again, very sort of studenty. Cream mixed with the rest of the custard. On the top there with a little bit of chocolate, which I've mixed with a little bit of
in the middle here.
golden syrup. Go on,
Get
get me
in.
right in there. Go on,
Yeah,
Fern.
you can
Look
see
at
all
that.
the oranges and the...
And look
gorgeous.
at that lovely bit of bicky
Very
there.
nice.
Look at that.
Better put that in your mouth, hadn't you? What do you
Oh,
think?
what?
Very nice, all 3 of them.
Fantastic. Well, that looks terrific. Right, it's up to you. Green peppers or red tomatoes? Would you please vote now? Oh, it is a very tight one.
It's a tight one.
I reckon green peppers just pipped that. Congratulations! There you are. Wow. There you are.
Well done.
£100. Look how much you can eat with that. Enjoy it as well. Well done, you.
Thank you.
Very good. Oh, Camilla. Well, what a shame. Never mind. You go home with the hamper for 2.
Oh, lovely.
And you can either tuck that in under your bed and not let her have it, or you
not having any.
Do you not have any? Well, there we are. That's sort. That's sorted out. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and we'll see you soon from all of us. Bye.
Bye!
Oh, well done. That was good.
Come on, let's fuck it or something.
Special guest Norman Wisdom joins Esther next on BBC Two. The new